Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Again, I forgot my tripod, so here we are in different angle. I'm so sorry. Today's video, I honestly just feel moved to talk about comparison, and if that's something you're struggling with, I just want to let you know that I feel like so many of us are. I don't even know where to start. I feel like God has really laid this on my heart just because it is something that I have struggled with. I'm sorry, there's also a lot of stuff going on, like construction over here by my job, so yeah. If you don't know me, my name is Brianna. I honestly put out whatever I feel moved to put out, and I record right before I go into work, so you'll be seeing this later, but I just really want to talk to you if you're struggling with comparison, like comparing your life or whatever the case may be, your faith journey, your fitness journey, your parenting, your school, like whatever you are comparing, I just really want you to realize how precious and how amazing your own journey is and writing your own story is. And I kind of I just spent like the last 20 minutes in prayer, so I just feel like I feel God so heavy this morning, and so I feel like honestly, like I feel like I can't even speak. Like I know that sounds crazy, and for me to sit down and start recording and like I feel like the words are just being like, I don't know. But anyways, so I recorded a whole workout video yesterday, and of course, I didn't like the way that I looked. I didn't like the angles I had. Didn't like nothing was flattering. My body did not look like how I wanted it to and everything. Will I post that? I really want to, just because I feel like, and I'm just relating this to what I'm talking about, but I just feel like we're stuck. We put ourselves in these boxes that if we don't look a certain way, if what we are trying to achieve does not look like somebody else's, it's not good enough to be seen, or it's not good enough to be talked about. And honestly, I feel like this is day 6 of 2026. Leave that behind. I understand we started a new year. This is it. Like, we want to start our fitness journey. We want to start a new job. We want to start all these things that are bettering ourselves. And we have to understand that we are all on our own journey. I'm sorry. And that's completely okay. And one thing that I'm going to say that I say like literally every single day since my pastor said it, is I'm not perfect. I'm making progress. And literally me and my best friend, like I feel like I say this like ever since that was his sermon. I can't stop saying it, like, because it's so true. We try so hard to where if, like, things do not look perfect, we shoot ourselves down. And it's like, yeah, I recorded a whole workout video. No, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the lighting, the outfit, the angles, the this, the that. And it's like, something's telling me don't post that, obviously. Like, you think you're going to be a fitness influencer? Like, what are you doing? And it's like, no, that's not the reason I want to post it. The reason I want to post it is because people can relate to it. People can relate to it. They can understand, okay, hey, this woman just had a baby. This is a new mom. This is somebody that I want to watch. Granted, I don't have the results yet, but you can relate to me, and we can go on this journey together, because I don't want to wait until I'm fit again, or I don't want to wait to when I have those results to then start posting. And I want to be relatable. And that goes the same way with faith. We are not perfect. I just started my faith journey. I've always had God in my life, and I've always prayed to him, and I've always been a follower of God. But I was never consistent. Like, I was just the type to where when things were going really good and when things were going really bad, I would turn to him, and I would pray to him, and I would have that strong bond. But I would forget the in between. I would be grateful, and I would listen to my church sermons, but I'm actually diving into the Bible. Like, I am actually spending time with God. And I want you to know that we are all on different steps, okay? like I just said, I would only pray when things were either really bad or whenever they were really good. So now I just started Monday. I actually just started, like, I have to be up at 5:30. So I started getting up a little bit before 5:30. And the first thing that I do, I go and I just sit and I pray. And you can hear people say, and I'm taking this from my pastor's sermon, I might link it down below. But you can hear people say, like, oh, well, I spend an hour with God in the morning, or I spend an hour with God before I go to sleep, or you only read one chapter of the Bible. I read a whole book of the Bible a day. And it's like, that's great. That's their journey. I never used to wake up and pray. Like I said, I only prayed when things were really bad or really good. Like I was working towards something and I would say, God, I thank you. God, I know that, you know. So for me to get up at 5 a.m. and just go and spend 10, 15, 30 minutes with God is an accomplishment. So if you are doing things that you have never done before, if you have never read the Bible and you open up and you just read one verse a day, or if you see a motivational verse and you go and you just read that in the Bible and you know, make your notes, or, you know, if you are not used to praying and you just spend 5 minutes, 2 minutes just saying, God, thank you for today, or, you know, whatever the case may be, you are making progress. Don't let anybody else shoot you down. It is completely okay. You are not perfect. And honestly, the people saying these things to you, that is great for them. Like I said, they're on their own journey. You don't know how long they've been on their journey. They could be 5 years into their faith, where I only started, I think, in August. So I'm only like 4 months. So we're all in different areas of life. We all have different walks of life, different paths in life. God has different plans for us. So whatever the case may be, if you are starting content, you are going to stumble. Sometimes I look back at my content and I absolutely can't stand it. I can't believe I edited like that. I can't believe I use filters on my videos because I wanted to fit a standard so bad. And I wanted to, you know, pretty privilege it is a thing on social media. Like, people draw to really pretty, beautiful women. And I just felt like I wasn't pretty enough. I didn't look a certain way. So let me put these filters on. Let me put these, you know, blurring filters and, you know, like makeup filter to make my makeup look better. And that's what I was doing. And I was trying to fit that standard. And so now I look back and I'm like, that wasn't me. I wanted to create content, but I felt like I wasn't enough. I felt like I didn't look a certain way, or I didn't, you know, check these boxes so people weren't going to watch me. Now I'm at the point to where, listen, my content is for whoever clicks on it. If I get 5 views, 1 view, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to stress over it because I'm not trying to fit in anybody's boxes. And I don't want you to fit in anybody's boxes either. I want you to live your life the way that God has planned for you and the way that you want to. Like, we all have our own purpose, and I really want you to spend time with God and figure out what your purpose is. I truly believe that this is my purpose, and I make content to motivate people, and although I'm going through my own struggles and I'm sharing that now, but the past me, I would never see myself being vulnerable. I would never see myself crying in my home gym, crying in the car before work, sharing my postpartum, sharing things that, you know, feeling like I wasn't enough for God. Like, those are videos that I'm putting out now, and I'm not trying to fit in a box. And so I don't want you to fit in anybody's box. I don't want you to feel like you're not enough, because you are. We just all have different journeys. We all have different lives, and that's okay. But somebody out there is looking for you. Like, you could be that for somebody, and it's so beautiful. And I just want you to know that I just want you... Okay, sorry, it cut me off. But I want you to not let comparison hold you back from doing whatever you're supposed to be doing. And whatever you find joy in, whatever you truly believe is your purpose, there's always going to be better, okay? I want to make gym content, and like I said, I'm a new mom. Are people going to click on, postpartum body? There is an audience out there for that. But being on social media, scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on YouTube, the fitness influencers, beautiful, they worked hard. I'm not putting any shame on anybody whatsoever. But I cannot allow me thinking I'm not good enough, because there is an audience out there looking for that new mom, looking for someone who's starting over, looking for your body type. So just whatever the case may be, I want you to not allow comparison to hold you back. We are not perfect, okay? We're not perfect. We are making progress. And I want you to just say that to yourself over and over and over. And I'm using working out and content as my example because that's my example. But with your faith, it is intimidating. Starting your faith and being in a group, and people can just name scripture like this, and I love that. I love hearing people like the other day I met with these girls from church and my best friend, and like we sat down and had coffee for the first time. Like we made vision boards, which I'm going to make a video about. Prayer boards, sorry. I should say prayer board, not a vision board. But we sat down and we created our prayer boards for 2026, and this girl, Lisa, I love her. She's so influential of, you can just tell that God is within her, and it's such a refreshing person to be around, because I'm learning. But like I said, I guess this goes back to like how I grew up, because I didn't grow up, I'm not going to say going to church. I think I only went to church whenever my grandma went to church, and whenever like she came down to visit, and then we would go to church or whatever. But I don't want to say just Christians, but people that are very religious, growing up, my experience, people can be very judgmental. If you don't follow certain rules or abide by certain things, then you are just automatically not good enough. It doesn't matter if you were to change your life around. It's okay. Well, like, you did all these things, so you're just tainted, like you're not good enough. And whenever I started my faith journey, I keep calling it, because it is a journey, I don't want to say I felt dumb, because I was like, oh, I'm new to the Bible. Like what are they going to think if I don't know, if I don't know Genesis, or if I don't know this book, and I don't know the story of this, and I can't name this, and, what are they going to think of me? And nobody has even bat an eye to it, because they know I'm learning. They know. And it's like I could say, what's Romans 8:28, and going back to my story, I could say, what is that verse? Romans 8:28, and Lisa recited it. I'm like, see, that's the point that I want to get to. And she was like, it takes a while. Like, it's okay. Like, I just really love that verse, so I already knew, what it was. So it's refreshing for people to have that reassurance of, it's okay, you're gonna get there, or, oh yeah, it took me a long time. The reaction of that is so reassuring, rather than, you don't know that? Like, you should know that. Oh, I read the whole, I can recite the whole. People are in different areas of life, and people are in different areas of their progress, and that is okay. So, I'm making this video, of course I ramble a lot, but I'm making this video just to tell you that wherever you are in life right now, if later on today you find out what you want to do, I'm just, again, using myself as an example. I want to leave my job. I you know, I used to, in my other videos, I do talk about it, and I'm like, well, you know, my work environment's so toxic. And if I'm real with you, what time is it? Oh, oh my gosh, I have 4 minutes before I have to go in. But I say, oh, my work environment's so toxic, you know, whatever. And this is right after Christmas and New Year's, by the way, that I'm recording this. But I had basically Christmas week off. Then last week, we were supposed to work a couple days, but my baby had the flu, so I was out. The only day that I worked was Friday. That was the one day I worked in like a week and a half. And on the way to work, I was just in prayer, and I was just like, God, I know this is not where you have for me. I know, like, I've learned everything. I'm ready to go. And so I really want to quit my job, like, really bad. And I want to create content. This is something that I know that I'm meant to do. I know that I'm meant to be a vessel, and I do know that. Like, I truly, really feel like I am meant to help people and have, like, that relatable relationship. Like, you know, I want you to have someone that you can actually relate to, and that I can share whatever message God has for me to share. And yeah, so that's why I make content. That's what I truly believe, like, fulfills my purpose. And I don't know where I was going with that. I kind of just, like, my whole train of thought just, like, went out the window. But I just want you to just if later on you just figure out what your purpose is and you really feel moved to do that, please understand that you are you. You're not somebody else. You are not anybody else but yourself. And every day that you work towards that purpose, you are better than who you were yesterday, because you're making progress. You are not perfect. None of us are perfect. You can look at the happiest person on the internet, and they still deal with their battles. They still have things going on behind the camera. And although that is what's portrayed, like, they portray something different, but just do not compare yourself to what you see. Don't do it. Because comparison is the thief of joy, and I fully believe that. And if you allow yourself to compare yourself to other people, no matter what the case is, again, I was using real life examples for myself. If you are going to allow yourself to compare to where you don't feel good enough, to where you feel stuck, to where you feel like you're never going to reach your goals, you're never going to be fit, you're never going to, look a certain way, all these things, if you allow yourself to continuously think that way, you are going to hold yourself back from fully fulfilling your purpose and fully settling into where you are supposed to be and where God has for you. And so I was just moved to make this just because it's something that I've been struggling with, and I really want to be transparent with you guys, and I really want to share anything that I possibly can. I really believe that God is like, girl, whatever you're going through, share it. Like, don't hold it in. Don't, because listen, the enemy tries to get into your mind. I make, you can go to my TikTok and literally, there's been times I've been sitting, I will record a video before work, and there will be no audio. I did that, literally last night, I recorded a video, working out. I had to record the intro 3 or 4 times because something was going on. And it's like, whatever your craft is, the enemy's going to try to ruin it. I also want to tell you that. So do not let that stop you. You think I just sat here and recorded for 20 minutes. And best believe, God forbid, there's no audio on this video. I'm going to record again when I get home. And I'm going to record again tomorrow morning. And I'm going to continue what I'm doing. Because the enemy's going to try to stop you no matter what. And if you allow him, it's going to keep you from your purpose. So don't let anything stop you. Don't. Whatever you feel moved to do, whatever you feel in your heart that God has for you, keep pushing. Because doors are about to open. Opportunities are about to flow into your life. And God is just like, come on, let me see if they're obedient. Let me see if she really wants this. And yeah. So I pray that all of you have a great day. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry for rambling. I just pray that this video helped you. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.